All right, we're on Kinnim Perek Yom Mishnah Vav. Sixth Mishnah, last Mishnah in the third chapter, the last Mishnah in Seder Kodshim. Here we go. This is a very, very, very complicated, serious Mishnah. The Mishnah says, Haisha she'amra harei alai ken ke'eled zachar. Okay, meaning when she gives birth, she has to give a ken. Anyway, we're assuming she's poor, so she's going to give a ken called a ken chova. Okay, and she says, not only that, harei alai ken. I also want to give a ken as a neder when I gave birth. So therefore, yalda zachar, if she gave birth to a boy, maybe yashtei kinim. All right, she has to bring kinim. Echad lenidra, ve'echad lechovata. Now, just in order to understand this, we're going to have a lot of charts. Okay, she had echad lenidra, ve'echad lechovata. Meaning, this is what she's supposed to do. She's supposed to bring two kinim, one for her neder, that's an olah. She brings two olot, because every neder is olot. And we're doing this is just imagine this is the chuta sikra and the mizbeach, and one lechovata, echad leolah, ve'echad lechatah. That's the way it's supposed to be. Halavai that it was supposed to be that way. Halavai that everything worked out that way. We're going to see that it doesn't work out that way at all. Netanam la kohen. She gave them to the kohen. V'kohen tzarich la'asot shalosh pridim milamala and machad lemata. And that's what he's supposed to do. That's exactly what we just said. 3 above and 1 below. Simple as pie, right? Easy as can be. But lo asake. Kohen didn't do that. Ela asa shtayim lemala v'shtayim lematan v'lo nimlach. He didn't ask. He did 2 above, 2 below. He wasn't paying attention. He figured whatever. I don't know what he figured. Okay, so therefore, what the Kohen do? The Kohen did shnayim lemala and shnayim lemata. Meaning, the 2 above, those are olot. The 2 below, we're missing an olah basically, because he brought 2 below. He brought a chatat instead of an olah. So therefore, she has to add 1 preda and redeem the olah. This is as straight, as simple as a case as you could possibly imagine. Trust me on this. Okay, says the Mishnah, that's why you have to bring another preda. Mishnei minim tavishnai. But let's say she brought not from 1 min, but she brought from 2 minim. Meaning, she didn't only bring korbanot from 1 min, but she brought from 2 minim. Let's see. She said one of them was for an olah, and one of them was a chatat. And now I'm going to bring you the perush of the Kahati based on the Bartunur and the Rambam. But he has a whole nother explanation according to Rashi. You can look it up on your own. And if you want to do your own video, be my guest, honestly. It's very, very, very complicated, very, very, very intricate Mishnah. So now, Shtei Minim, so you can either bring 1 ken as an olah and 1 as a chat, and this is as a chatat. I mean, these are turtle doves, these are the pigeons. So you can bring the turtle doves as an olah, but then they both have to be above. And then 1 chatat, one pigeon above and 1 below, or the other way around. But you always have to have 3, remember, above and 1 below. The Kohen didn't do that. He did 2 above and 2 below. And we don't know which one he did above and which one he did below. And whichever one he did above, if he had 2 above, that would be the olah. And then you'd have to supplement it. So if he did these 2 as olot, then this one is a mistake. Then this turtle dove is a mistake, so you would have to add, now in order to correct that, since we don't know, we have to assume that he made this mistake, and he didn't offer 1 turtle dove as an olah. So she has to bring 1 turtle dove as an olah, but we also have to have a suffix. Maybe he did the other way around. Maybe he offered the turtle doves above and the pigeons below, and therefore what she's missing is a pigeon as an olah. So therefore, she has to add 2, if it's mishnei minim, if she brought 2 minim, she then has to, and the Kohen, instead of doing 3 above and 1 below, did 2 above and 2 below, the woman has to supplement and add 2 more predo, 2 more birds, 1 turtle dove as an olah, and 1 tor, 1 pigeon as an olah. That's shtei minim. Let's go back to the Mishnah and we'll see it here. Okay? Mishnei minim tavishtai. She has to bring 2. The Mishnah continues. Persha nidra. We're going to go back to the case where she has 4 of the same bird. But in this case, she said, I'm going to bring you 2 kinim, right? I owe 2 as an olah, as olot, and then 1 as a chovah, so therefore 3 olot and 1 chovah. But she decided, pirshat nidra. She decided to say, this ken, these 2 birds are my neder. And of course, the Kohen wasn't listening. And of course, he offered 2 above and 2 below instead of 3 above and 2 below. Says the Mishnah, tzricha lavi od shalosh predim mimin echad. If she only brought 1 min, then she has to bring 3 predim. How does that work out? So here I've color-coded the birds. It is as clear as I could possibly, I tried to make it as clear as I possibly could. These purple birds are the ones that she designated as her olah, and the brown ones as she designated as the chovah. But we don't know what the Kohen did, because what the Kohen might have done is he offered the olah as those two as the olah, and he offered the other two as chatat under the chut hasikra. And so therefore we're missing, of course, this olah. So you have to replace that olah. But he makes the same mistake. He's missing an olah on this side. Meaning, what if he messed it up and he did it totally wrong? She said, listen, I want this cane, the purple guys, they're not purple, remember? They're not marked, but this cane, I want it to be my neder. But he didn't listen, and he offered both of those under the chut hasikra as chatat. So in that case, if you offer both of those under the chut hasikra, then you're missing, then both of those chataot are no good. And this chatat also, since she had designated it, this guy's also no good. He's supposed to be offered as a chatat. So you have to replace 2 olot. You have to offer this pigeon 2 olot as pigeons, and you have to offer 1 olah as a chatat. And therefore, no matter what, see in this case, all you'd have to do is offer one olah. But here you have to offer 2 olot and 1 chatat. So therefore, she has to add 3. I'm doing +3 in Hebrew. So therefore, she has to add 3, and that's what the Mishnah says. Okay. If Persha nidra, if she determined which one of those Kinnim is a neder, she has to bring 3 birds, mimin echad. That's if she offered only the birds mimin echad. Mishnei minim, but let's say she brought 2 nests, then tavi arba. Then she has to bring 4 birds. She has to replace with 4. How's that possible? So let's assume she said, listen, I want these turtle doves to be my olah, my neder, and I want these guys, the pigeons, to be my chovah. And he did echad lemala and echad lemata. So he definitely did one above, one below. We don't know which one he did above and which one he did below. So if he did this one above, that's all good. Why is that good? Because then all that's missing is one of these pigeons, is the pigeon that he made a mistake. His pigeon that was supposed to be an olah for her chovah, he missed that. Okay, so therefore he has to replace the pigeon above. But if he messed it up and he did it the entire way, other way around, I mean the ones that she said, I want them to be my neder, he offered them below, both of those are no good. So therefore, she has to replace 2, she has to replace 2 turtle doves as olot. She has to, and also, remember, he by mistake offered this pigeon above and when it should have been below. So therefore, she has to replace 1 pigeon below, 1 above because this might have happened, and 2 turtle doves above, and there's 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's what the Mishnah is saying. Mishnei minim tavi arba. If she designated 2 minim, therefore she has to bring 4 birds. The Mishnah continues. Kav'a nidra tzricha lahavi od 5 pridim mimin echad, mishnei minim tavi 6. Kav'a nidra means she determined beforehand when she made her neder which kind of bird she wanted to offer. Not only determined which bird, but she said which nest, but which kind of bird. But then she forgot. Okay, she doesn't know which one. So she brought min echad, but she might have brought the totally wrong min for her neder. Kav'a nidra means she determined which min she wanted. Okay, and then she decided she had to determine which she brought birds, but she doesn't know if she brought the right birds or not. So there are 4 possibilities. Okay, and we also don't know, of course, which one the Kohen did. Okay, did the Kohen do these above and these below, meaning the ones she determined which one she wanted for her neder, she did designated which was her neder and which was her chovah. But the Kohen did above and below. So we don't know, did the Kohen offer these guys above and these guys below, these guys above, these guys below, or did he split them up and do 2 and 2? Okay, those are the 3 possibilities. And the final possibility is maybe she didn't actually have a neder at all to bring pigeons. She wanted to bring turtle doves. Okay, so we have to go through each one very, very quickly. I know it's a very long Mishnah. There's nothing I can do about, it's a very long Mishnah. What can you do? Okay, if the Kohen got this right, and then the only thing wrong is here is this chatat, and therefore she has to bring an olah. But if we also have to worry, maybe got them mixed up, and therefore these are totally wrong. So therefore she has to bring 2 pigeons as olot. Okay, and also this one is wrong, so she has to bring 1 as a chatat. So those are these 3: 2 pigeons as olot and 1 as chatat. Okay, in this case, we did 1 and 1. This one is wrong, so you're missing an olah, but that's already covered over here. Remember, in this one case, we cover all these 2 as well, because you're missing here you're missing an olah, Here you're missing an olah, but no problem, because here you're missing an olah, you're missing 2 olot, and you're missing a chatat. So therefore, she has to now buy and replace 3 pigeons, 2 olot and 1 chatat. But remember, we said kavanidra. Maybe as the neder, she really picked turtle doves and not yonim. Okay, and therefore she also has to provide 2 more turtle doves. Mimin echad. So therefore, that's why she has to bring 5 birds. I should put a +5 here. I have to find a +5. 3 for the 3 doves and 3 pigeons and 2 turtle doves. The Mishnah continues and says, but mishnei minim, if she had designated and she brought the korban from 2 minim to vishesh, she has to bring 6 birds. How did we get 6 birds? Here's our +6. So now remember, we don't know. I'll make it a little bigger. We don't know exactly what she was neder. Did she designate the turtle doves as the olah or the pigeons as the olah? So it has to be either this or that. Now, of course, the Kohen did neither this nor that. He did 2 above and 2 below. So if she designated b'nei onah le'olah, okay, and he did 2 b'nei onah above, then all she's missing is 1 pigeon above. That this pigeon was wrong, that's no good, and there's 1 above. Well, the reason why this is the purple, you'll see in a second, because it's covered. That suffix is going to be covered before. Okay, if she made a neder of 2 b'nei onah for the olah, and he did it the other way around, and the torim, the pigeons, were the ones that he did above. That means then she has to replace those turtle doves. She has to bring 2 turtle doves for ona olah, plus she has to bring a pigeon for a chatat that's missing here, as you can see. So that's 1, 2, 3 birds that are missing. On the other hand, if she made a neder of torim leolah, she made the neder of the pigeons, and the Kohen did the 2 above, then the 2 below is the only problem, because these 2, that 2 is an olah. Okay, then this one is no good. One of them is no good because we're missing. I should bring it over here. You're missing a turtle dove. Okay, as an olah, and one for the chatat, because that becomes your ken chova. So therefore, all you're missing is a turtle dove as an olah. But we missed it. We had a turtle dove in the olah here, so there's no reason to double it over. Okay, that's why it's in purple, because since it appears in one area of the safek, you don't double the safek, because I'm counting green lines. On the other hand, and I know this is very confusing, if she made a neder of torim leolah, but the Kohen offered the torim below, neither of these torim count, and you have to replace these torim as the olah, and you also have to replace the turtle dove, okay, down below, because you have 1 for your ken chova as an olah, and 1 as a chatat. So therefore, that's what it means. You're missing 1, 2, 3 here. This is covered down here, and you have 1, 2, 3 down here, and these are the 6 birds that you're missing. She has to bring a sum total of the turtle dove, 2 turtle doves for an olah, 1 pigeon for a chatat, 2 pigeons for olah, and 1 turtle dove for a chatat. That's what the Mishnah is saying. +6. That's the meaning of the Mishnah that says, if mishnei minim tavi shesh. Those are the 6 she has to bring. The Mishnah continues. Netanam la kohen ve'enu yodea ma natna. Halach kohen v'asa ve'enu yodea ma asa. So she gave 2 kinnim to the kohen. She designated, this one I want for my neder. This one I want for my chovah. But she doesn't remember anything. She doesn't remember which was a neder, which was a chovah, which she designated. And the kohen, she gave to the kohen. Halach kohen v'asa. Kohen went and did it. Ve'enu yodea ma asa. He doesn't remember what he did. Then I'm going to do this without a chart. She has to bring 4 birds for the neder, because maybe the neder was an olah, was turtle doves, and she brought the turtle doves as the chovah, and maybe the other way around. So she missed all the nidarim, so she has to bring 2 turtle doves for neder and 2 pigeons for neder. That's 4. Ushtayim lechovata, and she also has to bring 2 other birds, 2 other birds, 1 cane as her chovah. It could be either one, whichever one she wants. Vechatat achat, and she has to bring 1 korban chatat that she's going to match, meaning of the other kind. I mean, she doesn't remember, was 1 chovah or not? Did she commit 2 pigeons for chovah or not? So then she has to bring 1 chatat, and she'll match it with one of the extra olot. Ben Azai omer shtei chatot. Ben Azai says she has to bring 2 types of chatot, because he said you go after the first one. We don't know which one we brought first. Amar Rabbi Yoshua, says Rabbi Yoshua, Zehu Sha'amar. This is what they said. Kshu chai kolo echad. They said about an animal, when it's alive, it has 1 voice. Ukshu met, kolo shiva. And when it dies, it can make 7 sounds. And that is an animal, a cow, a sheep. Ketzad kolo shiva. How does it make 7 sounds? And by the way, this is what he's making a play on words. He says, the same thing is true of this woman. When she doesn't open her mouth, she brings the normal birds. But if she makes a mistake, she brings 4 plus another 7. Or Ben Azai says she has to bring 8. So what is ketzad kolo shiva? How can she bring the kol, the voice of 7? Or the voice of, how can the voice of a sheep be 7? Shtei karnav, shtei chatzotot. 2 horns, you can make 2 chatzotot, 2 trumpets. Shtei shokav, the 2 shokim. The shok is the legs. Shtei chalilim, flutes. Oro, the skin is a tof. Use it for a drum. Me'av, the guts, linevalim. Nevel, you stretch it and you make it into a harp. B'nei me'av, the kinorot, you make it for kinorot, for guitar, violin, whatever they made it out into. V'yesh omrim, avtzamer letchelet. You even take the tzemer, the wool, and you make it into chelet. How does that make sound? What's it sound? The Bartunura. I'll go to the Bartunura for this. Avtzamer letchelet. You see, there's a lot of Bartunura on this. Here we go. La'asod menu tchelet. Osim mitzamro mi'il. They would make the mi'il that's worn by the Kohen Gadol. Shekulo tchelet. Va'al shulav pa'amonim shemashmi'im kol. And on the shulav, on the ends, on the bottom of it, were these bells. And they made the voices. So that's the tchelet, that's the tchelet of the tzemer. The Tanna Kama says, no, that's not from the animal itself. Rabbi Shimon ben Akasha, Rabbi Shimon ben Akasha says, Ziknei Am Haaretz, the elders of Am Haaretz, of the hoi polloi, of the normal people, Kozman Shemas Kinnim, as they get older and older, Da'atan mitarefet alehem, they lose their mind, they become less salient. Shneimar, as it says, Meisir Safa lene'emanim. Okay, he takes away the safa, the language, from those who are reliable. V'tam zikenim yikach, he takes away the tam, the essence, the taste of the zikenim. Aval ziknei Torah, okay, but the elders of the Torah, not like that. As they get older and older, their knowledge settles in them. They become wiser. It says, with the older are chokhmah, with the length of days, tfunah, is deeper understanding. This is very, very hard, very long Mishnah. If you're with me to this point, kol hakavod to you. If you want to make me a chart of that last 7 and 8, I would really appreciate it. I kind of petered out at the end. I hope you understand. Salik Mesechet Kinnim. We finished Mesechet Kinnim. Hadran Alach Seder Kodshim. It should be a merit for those of us, if you studied all of Seder Kodshim, it's a great, great zchut. It's such a pleasure to learn together with you, and people sending me questions. We should, in the merit of our learning of Seder Kodshim, we should merit to bring the Kodshim in the Beit HaMikdash speedily in our days. Make it a great day.